Hello there, all you coloring and art addicts. Thank you for tuning in to Angie's Art Addicts YouTube channel. My name is Angie, and yes, I'm an addict. I am going to be doing a review on the Winsor and Newton watercolor markers. I was going to do an unboxing, but I got a little bit impatient, and so I attempted to just record a previous video where I actually, did all the unwrapping of the cellophane. And I just felt like it was a little bit too dark. So I had to add some light, and we're going to try this again. So these Winsor and Newton watercolor markers are pretty highly renowned. They come in a very pretty silver tin here and have the plastic sitting there. I don't really know what you would call that. When you price these online, they're generally, from what I've seen, between $5 and $8 a piece. I think there are some that you can get on sale, different times of the year, as low as $3 or $4. I got an amazing deal on these from Cheap Joe's. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is kind of go through each one of the markers, and to begin with, show you what the tips look like. One is a small, very fine bullet tip nib, and one is a brush tip nib. And these are very firm. I was watching some different comparison videos saying, how different these are compared to, per se, the Winsor and Newton brush markers. So you have a very, oh, that's the chisel, sorry. Firm one there. And then this is the brush, and this is the Winsor and Newton. And so you can see this is very bendy, and this is not. So this is a lot softer. And some people have said that, they like one better than the other. I haven't really had a chance to use them, so I can't really say. I'm going to be going through each one of these and kind of showing you how they go. Excuse me. One of these is a Strathmore paint pad. Excuse me. It is, let me see if it has the weight on there. I don't even think it has the weight on there. It just says 20 sheets. Yeah, it was in the kids section. So it was just a paint pad at Walmart for watercolor. This one is a Hansen watercolor paper, a lot thicker, as you can hear. So I'm going to try it on both of these. I'm going to show you the difference in the paper. I had played around a second ago, and these turn into paint. They're really beautiful. And they blended great too with the Derwent No. 2 water brush. So I'm going to go ahead and start. This color here is lemon yellow hue. So I'm going to start right here with the small nib, and then the larger nib, and kind of show you the different, the different sizes of lines you can get or coloring. And next I'm going to take another color and show you I'm going to go out of order here a little bit. I'm going to take the cadmium red hue, and I'm going to take it and put it right here, and then I'm going to take my Derwent water brush and show you what this does when water is applied. Let me see if I can zoom up a little bit while I do this. Sorry for the shake in there. All right, that's perfect. All right, let's show you here. So you've seen it's been a minute since I did that, and it just pulls out almost like a neo color or a very high quality, I mean they are high quality, but very high quality watercolor pencil or something. And I'm trying to keep my shadow out of there. I mean, this has been, a minute since I've put that on there, but they still move. And the blending, as you can see, would be very, very easy. And mixing as well. I was very impressed by that. The next color in the set, let me see here. I'm going to back this off a little bit more again. Let's see if I can. There we go. All right. The next color is Cadmium Yellow hue. I probably should have used this to mix with the reddish orange color there. So, yeah, that's a much darker, prettier yellow there. So showing you can get the, the thicker lines and the finer lines, and how they kind of, oh, I did not clean that off very well. There we go. I mean, it literally turns into paint. There's so much you could do with that. The next color in there is the mixer color that I just used, the cadmium red hue. I'll go ahead and do like I did with the other ones. Kind of show the fine lines that you can get with the finer tip. And then the bigger lines there. And I think what I'm going to do is probably just show you the colors on the paper instead of doing all the different lines, because obviously they're all going to do the exact same thing. So, and they do not show streaks, so that is great for coloring. And with these being water-based markers, I am pretty positive that they would not leak through a coloring book, but I will test that out before I get done here. And that color was, I'm sorry, that color was Alizarin Crimson Hue. The next color here is Dioxazine Violet. And, oh, that's really bright and pretty. I'd like to see that with, oh, that's beautiful. And then the large size. And we have next here Cerulean Blue Hue. And I'm just going to do the large size here. I'll show you what the color looks like. If you can hear that scratching, it's my cat. I have like a cardboard thing that you buy at Walmart stuck up there, hoping that she uses that instead of my furniture. And my female cat does, but my male cat uses anything he can get his paws on until I yell at him, and he stops. The next color is Hooker's Green Dark. I think they might have meant dark Hooker's Green, but we'll just go with what they have. And Sap Green. And now this is the cheaper paper. This is a pad, if anybody's interested. I think these are like $3 at Walmart. Very, very cheap. And they work in the printer, and you know, they are considered watercolor paper, and they do work very well for that. The next one is Yellow Ochre. And I think there's only 36 in the entire set. I believe I looked it up, because this is a 12 set. And I believe I like have 20 something to get till I have them all, which I'm sure I will aspire to have. This is the Burnt Umber. And the last one, of course, is going to be black. Ivory black, okay. And so we are done with all of those. I'm going to go ahead and put these back in here. I'm going to take a coloring book, actually, and test this out here. Let's go ahead and try something in the Hannah Carlson book. I kind of like to use the little name pages and the copyright pages to do sample stuff on. So we will see if this will go through, and then I'll grab a thinner paper book so that we can see, you know, if it's just because it's a high quality book that it's not going through, or is it because they're great markers. Let's see here. And nothing went through there. Let's see, let's try something a little bit darker and a little bit more. I'm just gonna make a mess over here real quick. And go multiple layers. And it doesn't pick up the paper is another thing. A lot of the water-based markers will pick up the paper, and it did not go through. So that's a very, very good thing. Let me grab something that has a little bit thinner, cheaper paper here. Let's see. You know, it's a shame. I really don't think I have anything that has bad paper in it. Let's see here. I'm kind of a paper snob. This is a great book. I'm not saying this is a bad book, but it is one of the ones that I have that has thinner paper. So let's try this out. So I will use this right here and see if this is going to go through. And it did not. So that is a great thing. I think that they could be very useful in a lot of coloring books. Let's see here. Let's do a little bit of a comparison. I'm going to rub a couple of these colors here on this other paper to kind of see the difference on that. Let's do this here with the water brush and see how it takes it differently. It's just, you know, takes every bit of it and lets you move it wherever you want. And let's try this here. I definitely think that they show up brighter on the Strathmore, more expensive paper. So I'm going to conclude this video here. This has been my review and reveal, I guess, because I already unboxed it, of the Winsor and Newton watercolor brushes. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Hope you subscribe, like the videos, and check out more. I'm sure this is driving somebody with OCD crazy because the colors are not where they need to be. Have a great day, and thank you so much.